Hello friends, we are continuing our discussion of general organic chemistry. I'm Ramesh Panikar on behalf of KNA, Kerala NEET Academy. See, uh, now today we are going to discuss geometrical isomerism and EZ notation. EZ notation. All right, but before that, there are some cases which are important and students get confused. In the previous lecture, we discussed about some typical cases of nomenclature, and now we have isomerism. All right, in isomerism, we have some specific cases like look at this case, look at these two isomers. What do you think? These two are which type of isomers? So normally students get confused in this case. These two are basically functional group isomers. They are functional group isomers. The OH group which is bonded to singly bonded carbon or sp3 hybridized carbon, this is called alcoholic OH group. Alright, whereas if OH is bonded to doubly bonded carbon, then this OH group is called enolic OH. This is enolic OH. These two OH groups differ in chemical properties, so these two are basically functional group isomers. So you should be careful about this case. Now look at in this case we have CH2 CH3 and we have CH3 and CH3. These two are which type of isomers? Again, this is a confusing case. Alright, and these two are basically chain isomers. Means we consider that if we have two carbon or more carbon in straight chain or unbranched chain, then this is considered parent and we call this compound as phenylethane. So this is methyl phenyl or 2-methyl phenyl methane. So these two are basically considered chain isomers. So this is again a specific case. So you should be careful about. Alright. And then metamerism is exhibited by specific cases. Like metamerism is exhibited by ethers. Alright, and in ethers, if the functional group, the oxygen, its position remains same, the alkyl group bonded to the oxygen, if they differ, then they are called metamers. So it is exhibited by ethane, and it is also exhibited by ketones. Say the CO group is bonded to propyl and methyl group. Here it is attached to two ethyl groups. So these two are basically metamers. Even if you have options like these two are position isomers, though you call it pentane 2-one and pentane 3-one, but still they are considered metamers first. Alright, so if you have options, you should go for metamers. Then we have, look at esters. This is CH3 and CH3. COO group, ester group is bonded to two methyl groups, and now we have hydrogen and ethyl group. So again these two are metamers. This is methyl ethanoate and ethyl methanoate. These two are considered metamers. And then we have amines. Look at this case. This is methyl and we have propyl. Alright. So this is N-methyl propane 1-amine and look at this structure CH2 CH3 and CH2 CH3. Here it is attached to propyl group and methyl group, and now we have two ethyl groups. So these two are again chain isomers, metamers. So this is exhibited by ethers, ketones, esters, 2 degree and 3 degree amines. So this is specific isomerism, metamerism. All right. Then comes tautomerism. In tautomerism, it is basically functional group isomers. This is basically functional group isomers, and if functional group isomers are say the position of carbon and nitrogen remains unchanged, the position of hydrogen gets changed. So these two are basically functional group isomers, and if these functional group isomers are in a state of dynamic equilibrium, then this is called tautomerism. Alright, this is basically or mainly due to shifting of hydrogen, and due to shifting of hydrogen there is a change in chemical bond as well, the nature of chemical bond. And since the nature of chemical bond changes between two atoms, they are means it is called a dyad system. It is called a dyad system. All right. So tautomerism is also known as ketoenol isomerism. There are so many names: desmotropism, merotropism, allotropism, etc. Some specific cases are this. This is an example of para-tautomerization. Say shifting of shifting of pi bond, and then this shifting, and this hydrogen as H positive gets attached to this oxygen, and this electron pair moves like this. So we get this structure, that is benzene ring. Alright, this is ketoenol isomerism, and this is called para-tautomerization. This is again very important, para-tautomerization. Alright, para-tautomerization. So tautomerization, this is mainly due to shifting of hydrogen. This is mainly due to shifting of hydrogen. Alright, para-tautomerization. And now in geometrical isomerism, we have this EZ notation. Alright, EZ notation. How to EZ notation or nomenclature is different from cis and trans. An E form can be cis or trans. Similarly, a Z form can be cis or trans. Let us see what is the basis of this EZ notation. This EZ notation is based on a sequence rule. And this is based on seniority, which is based on atomic number. Like if we have certain atoms like hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, etc., their seniority is decided on the basis of their atomic number. Alright, so this is the seniority. And if we have isotopes like hydrogen, deuterium and tritium, and then this is based on their respective atomic masses, otherwise it is based on atomic number. And if we have a group, it is compared on the basis of the first atom which is bonded to the main group, or the thing with respect to which we are comparing, or we have NH2 or we have OH. So the first atom is carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, OH group is senior. And if we have two groups in which the first atom is same, alright, like 6, all right, and here we have this CH and we have, say suppose NH2. We want to compare ethyl group with the CH2 NH2 group. So the first atom, if first atom is same, carbon carbon, then the second largest atom comes into comparison. Second largest means to this carbon we have hydrogen, hydrogen and carbon. So out of hydrogen and carbon, which has higher atomic number, carbon has higher atomic number. So this carbon comes into comparison. Whereas here carbon, then we will take nitrogen. So after carbon, carbon is same. Here we will be comparing carbon with nitrogen. So since nitrogen is senior, this group is senior. All right. And if we have like CH2, all right, if we have CH2 and Cl, and suppose we have CH2 Cl, so this group is senior because after first atom the 6 atomic number is 6. After these two atoms, the second atom which comes into comparison is chlorine in this case, whereas in this case the second atom which comes into comparison is carbon, because this is considered third atom. First, second, third. So after comparing first atom, second atom is compared. Here second atom is chlorine, here second atom is carbon. So on the basis of this we can say this group is senior. Now look at one case. Suppose we have C double bond C and we have HCl, and say suppose this naming is basically done for the carbon atoms which are bonded to different atoms. This can also be used in case of, means in any case, like look at this case Br and say suppose CH3. All right. So what we will do, we will first compare hydrogen and chlorine bonded to this carbon. So out of these two, which one is senior? Cl is senior. Now out of these two, which one is senior? Br is senior. So since senior groups are on opposite side, if senior groups are on opposite side, we use E form. E stands for antigen. It is useless. You say simply this is E form. All right. Now look at some more cases, like if we have, say suppose hydrogen, deuterium, say Cl and say suppose Br. Now out of these two, Br is senior. We are comparing with respect to this double bond, and after out of hydrogen and deuterium, deuterium is senior. So now senior groups are on one side, we call it Z form. Alright. Now how E form can be cis or trans, or cis form can be EZ. Let us see. Look at this case. Alright. If we have hydrogen and suppose we have methyl group and hydrogen, and we have methyl group and Cl. Now out of methyl and hydrogen, methyl is senior. Alright. And out of methyl and Cl, Cl is senior. Now this form is cis on the basis of similar groups. Similar groups are on one side, we call it cis. But senior groups are on opposite sides, so this is cis and E form. This is cis and E form. Point is clear. And if we look at this structure, say CH3H and CH3Cl. See, this is senior, this is senior, this is trans and Z form, because senior groups are on one side. So this is cis E and trans Z, we are getting opposite. Or look at some more cases. See, suppose we have Cl and Br. Alright. Look at and we have fluorine and iodine. Senior groups are on one side. But we cannot use cis and trans. All right, so let us take let us take Br here. Senior groups are on Senior groups are on one side, so this is Z form, and this is trans, Z and trans. All right, or let us say some more cases. Let us this is cis and Z form. This is cis and Z form. All right, so like that. This is cis form. This is also cis and Z form. Cis and Z form. Say this is cis and this is cis form. I'm sorry. This is cis and Z form. This is cis and this is also cis and Z form. All right. Senior groups are on one side. Now this is cis. All right. This is cis, and now let us take iodine here. All right. This is cis form. All right, and senior groups are on opposite sides. So this is cis and NT. I'm sorry, cis and E form. Cis and E form. So like that, you can make out E and Z notation. All right. Thank you.